Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 25th of April. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app, and there you can get the current affairs in digest format as well as in quiz format, and this is how you can attempt the quiz. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. This is the name of Telegram channel, GKToday YouTube. So now let's start. The first question is, in context with the recent approval of fixation of NBS, that is nutrient based subsidy rates, which fertilizer has been added under this NBS scheme. So this nutrient based subsidy scheme is a scheme of government to provide subsidy to the fertilizer companies so that they can sell fertilizers to farmers at subsidized rate. That means government provides subsidy to the fertilizer company, and then those fertilizer company provide fertilizer to farmers at a lower cost. And now this ammonium phosphate has been added to this NBS scheme. Recently CCEA, that is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, approved this decision. CCEA stands for Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. It is headed by Prime Minister of India. Next question is, what is the name of program launched by HRD Ministry which invites people and organizations to contribute resources for e-learning? So the name of this program is Vidyadhan 2.0. Recently, MHRD Minister Ramesh Nishank launched Vidyadhan 2.0, and this was launched virtually in New Delhi. So the scheme is aimed at inviting people and organizations to contribute resources for e-learning, and the content will be provided on the Diksha application of MHRD. MHRD is Ministry of Human Resource Development. So the MHRD minister was also in news as recently he launched a campaign #MyBookMyFriend. So this campaign has been launched on social media on the occasion of World Book Day. So this World Book Day is celebrated every year on 23rd of April. It is also known as World Book and Copyright Day. So 23rd of April is World Book Day, while 24th of April is International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy. 24th of April is also celebrated as Panchayati Raj Day. Why 24th of April is special? Because on this day, the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 came in force. Now on this occasion of Panchayati Raj Day, Prime Minister addressed Gram Panchayats through video conferencing, and two new initiatives were launched. One is E-Gram Savraj Portal, and second one is related to Swamita initiative. So second one is Swamita scheme. Next question is, the recently promulgated Ordinance which seeks to punish the persons committing violence against healthcare professionals fighting the COVID-19 amends which act? Answer in comment box. Which article of Indian Constitution contains the provision for ordinance by the President of India? So recently President of India approved the ordinance which seeks to make the violent act against healthcare professionals fighting COVID-19 as cognizable and non-bailable offense. And this ordinance amends Epidemic Diseases Act of 1897, and it provides for the compensation for injury or for a damage to the property, and it provides for the punishment for a term of 3 months to 7 years, along with that with a fine of Rs 50,000 to 5 lakh depending on the nature of act. So recently President of India approved this ordinance. Now recently President of India was also in news as K.D. Tripathi became the new secretary to the president. Apart from K.D. Tripathi, few other personalities were also in news. Recently, Usha Ganguly was in news. She passed away recently, and she was well-known theatre director, actor and activist. Apart from her, recently Basant Das passed away, and he was former Rajya Sabha member from Odisha. In addition to him, recently Rudratej Singh passed away, and he was the CEO and president of BMW India. Next question is, the Supreme Court quashed the earlier order of which state which provided 100% reservation to the scheduled tribes teachers in the schools in scheduled areas. So recently, a constitutional bench of Supreme Court quashed the earlier order as per which 100% reservation was provided to the ST teachers in schools in scheduled areas, and this decision was related to Andhra Pradesh. Next question is, Apta Mitra is the name of helpline and mobile app launched by which Indian state to tackle COVID-19? So, it is an initiative by Karnataka government, and as per this initiative, medical advice and guidance is provided to the needy people. So, this Apta Mitra is related to medical guidance. Now, if we talk about few other initiatives taken by state governments to tackle COVID-19, then recently Himachal Pradesh started a three-pronged strategy. Now, what is going to be the plan? So, as per this strategy, three types of institutions will be formed. One is for asymptomatic cases. Asymptomatic cases are those cases which do not show the sign of disease. That means they do not show any sign of COVID-19. So these will be kept in COVID care centers. Second one is for moderate symptomatic cases, and such people would be kept in COVID health centers. And third category is for severe symptomatic cases. These would be kept in COVID hospitals. So this is the three-pronged strategy of Himachal Pradesh government. Now, Himachal Pradesh was also in news as recently IIT Mandi in Himachal Pradesh developed a high-speed magnetic RAM. What is RAM? RAM is random access memory. Now, apart from this, recently Defense Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh launched India's first COVID-19 mobile testing laboratory, and it is Mobile BSL3 VRDL Lab. So this has been developed by DRDO in collaboration with ESIC Hyderabad. So this is India's first COVID-19 mobile testing lab. Next question is, the term FNCAS 9 editor linked uniform detection assay, that is FELUDA, is associated with which process? So it is related to coronavirus testing, and recently IGIB CSIR have developed this low-cost testing for coronavirus. IGIB stands for Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology. So this institute is an institute of CSIR. What is CSIR? It is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. And what is FELUDA? FELUDA is a testing system for coronavirus. So this is a new low-cost paper strip test for coronavirus. Now, if we talk about few other initiatives related to this COVID-19, recently JKSLSA, that is Jammu and Kashmir State Legal Services Authority, launched a helpline under Serve the Seniors Initiative. And what is the purpose of this initiative? As per this, the senior citizens who live alone and who are unable to get medicines and groceries and other necessary items due to this lockdown will be provided assistance. A similar initiative was started by Google, and it is Nearby Sport. So this Nearby Sport initiative help users to find local stores which provide essential items. Now, recently Goa became the first state in our country to be free from this coronavirus. After Goa, Manipur became the second state to be free from this coronavirus. Apart from that, recently Uttar Pradesh became the first state to start pool testing for coronavirus. Uttar Pradesh was also in news as recently it started geotagging the community kitchens, and therefore it became the first state in our country to do so. Apart from that, recently Rajasthan became the first state of India to start rapid testing for coronavirus. However, because of inconclusive results of these test kits, as of now, ICMR requested all the states to stop this rapid testing until next announcement. ICMR is Indian Council of Medical Research. It is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. answer in comment box who is the present head of ICMR. Next question is Lockdown Learners is a series launched by which UN agency that aims to conduct a mentorship program to Indian students and educators. So it is a series by UN Office on Drugs and Crimes, that is UNODC. So this program has been launched under the Education for Justice initiative, and this initiative is an initiative of UNODC, and this UN Office on Drugs and Crimes is in Vienna. Vienna is in Austria, and recently Vienna was in news as it is the headquarters of OPEC. OPEC is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, and recently Ecuador left OPEC. Previously, Qatar also left OPEC. Qatar was in news as the capital of Qatar, Doha, was the place where US-Taliban deal was signed. Qatar is the host of 2022 FIFA World Cup. Vienna is also the headquarters of IAEA, that is International Atomic Energy Agency. Now USA was also in news as USA is the host of World Games, and recently these games were postponed to 2022. Previously they were supposed to be in 2021, and recently a new updated logo of World Games has been released. Next question is what is the amount of financial assistance approved by the Union Cabinet for India COVID-19 Emergency Response and Health System Preparedness Package? So the amount is 15,000 crore rupees, and this package is launched with an aim of developing diagnostic and COVID-19 dedicated treatment facilities. It is important to note that the initiatives would be implemented under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and recently Ministry of Health and Family Welfare was in news as it started COVID India Seva. This initiative was started on Twitter to address the citizens' questions related to coronavirus. Now recently Twitter was also in news as RBI launched a Twitter campaign to promote digital mode of payments, and Bollywood actor Amitabh Bachchan is the face of this campaign. If we talk about health, every year on 7th of April, World Health Day is celebrated. Next question is which international organization recently estimated that remittances to South Asia will drop by 22%. So this was an estimation by World Bank. It is important to note that India is the largest recipient of remittances in world. Now, what is a remittance? Remittance is a money that is sent by a foreign workers to their home country. Now, suppose someone from India, that means A1 from India, start working in USA. Now, if this A1 will send money to India back to its family, then it will be a remittance. So, as per the World Bank estimation, South Asia will see the 22% drop in remittances, and globally the remittances would drop by 20%. Next question is which country drafted the resolution which was adopted by UNGA on equitable access to essential medical supplies? So this resolution was drafted by Mexico, and India co-sponsored this resolution. So this is for the equitable access to the essential medical supplies to fight against COVID-19. Now, Mexico is part of USMCA. What is USMCA? It is US, Mexico and Canada agreement, and this is the replacement of NAFTA. What is NAFTA? NAFTA is North American Free Trade Agreement. So USMCA is a trade deal between US, Mexico and Canada. USA was also in news because of Bronx Zoo, as recently a tiger named Nadia was tested positive for COVID-19 in this zoo. USA was also in news because of SpaceX. SpaceX is a company headed by Elon Musk, and recently it launched a new batch of 60 Starlink satellites from the launchpad of NASA. NASA is the space agency of USA. Now, what is the purpose of these Starlink satellites? So Starlink satellites intends to provide internet access. Now recently one more satellite was in news. It is Noor. Noor is the first military satellite by Iran, and it was launched recently. Iran was also in news because of Ali Reza Firoja. Answer in comment box. He is associated to which field? Next question is, which Indian sportsperson has been named as one of the ambassadors of Badminton World Federation for its I Am Badminton campaign? Right answer is PV Sindhu. So she has been named as one of the ambassadors for Badminton World Federation's campaign I Am Badminton awareness campaign. So the objective of this campaign is to highlight the efforts of federation towards honesty in the game. Next question is, which city was named as the World Book Capital for year 2020 by UNESCO? So the city is Kuala Lumpur. It is in Malaysia. Malaysia was in news as recently one horned rhino became extinct in Malaysia. And for the conservation and protection of rhino species, there is a New Delhi declaration. So Kuala Lumpur was named as the World Book Capital for year 2020 by UNESCO. Every year on 23rd of April, this World Book and Copyright Day is celebrated. If we talk about UNESCO, the headquarters of UNESCO is in France, in Paris. Now, the headquarters of OECD is also in France, and OECD conduct PISA. Answer in comment box, what is PISA? Next question is, which rating agency has slashed the growth forecast of India to 0.8% from its previous estimation of 2%? So recently, Fitch Ratings has slashed the growth forecast for India, and now the forecast is 0.8%. Previous estimation was 2%. And because of this lockdown due to coronavirus, this growth forecast was reduced. As per the agency, the economy of China is going to grow at 0.7%. Now, if we talk about few more news related to COVID-19, I know almost every second news is related to this coronavirus, but we have to cover most important ones. So if we talk about various other events associated to this COVID-19, recently Tripura became the second corona-free state in Northeast region. Overall, it is the third state after Goa and Manipur. Apart from that, recently South Korea decided to use electric wristband on the people who are ignoring home quarantine orders. South Korea was also in news as recently elections held in South Korea, and party of South Korean President Moon Jae-in won the election. Apart from that, in the context of this COVID-19, there was an NGO which was in news, and the name of this NGO is Indiaspora. It is an Indo-American NGO which has raised $1 million to fight hunger in India and USA due to this coronavirus, and the name of this campaign started by this NGO is Chalo Give for COVID-19. Next question is, BRO, that is Border Roads Organization, has constructed a Class 70 all-weather permanent bridge on which river? So it is on Ravi River, and with the help of this bridge, the Kasowal region of Punjab will be connected to rest of India, and this bridge is on Ravi River. Ravi River is one of the 5 tributaries of Indus, and the tributaries are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Byas and Satluj. And in the context of Indus, there is Indus Water Treaty. So this treaty deals with the allocation of water between India and Pakistan. Answer in comment box in which year this treaty was signed. So these were the most important questions. Thank you, and that's all for the day.